than me. I be had to that bitch if you tryna get dick, you forever be waiting on me. Ayy, my hoodie box logo Supreme. Up in my truck, got a carbon 15. Just put a kid in my truck, so when I stop, I'm smoking the scene. Ayy, my bitch gon' get what she.
Alright, so before I start this video, if you guys have any bread laying around and want to buy any high overall account, hit up legit accounts, tell them I sent you, and the link will be down in the description. And also, if you guys want to buy cheap My Team coins at a 5% off discounted rate, use my code underrated, and the link will be down in the description if you're interested or if you have any questions. Alright, so what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and this one's actually really interesting. A fan actually DM'd me this on Twitter. His name is Creator Ant, so he basically told me how to do it. There is video footage of it, but I don't want to put it on my channel specifically because I don't want to get banned or anything like that. So as you can see, I'll show the screenshots. Alright, basically you can basically earn up to a couple 100,000 BC every single day. But the first day that you actually do it, it is time consuming. But the day after that, like the second, third, fourth day, you will end up getting that much BC literally in probably like 10 minutes. So the first day, like I said, is time consuming because you do have to make the players. And I'm gonna tell you guys how to do it, and then later in the video I'm gonna show you guys how to actually do the VC glitch, and you could just go on from there. So basically what you need to do is you need to make it doesn't matter what position you make, but the first player you actually make, you have to make it the maximum amount of time. So however many slots you can make a My Player, it might be like 8 or 9, I don't know how many slots you can make, just make it the same exact player. So once you make that one player, and then you get all the way to the end where you get all the VC endorsements, and you get like 15,000 VC. Before you collect it, you're gonna want to save it onto a USB. All right, after you save that player onto a USB, then you're gonna want to collect all the VC, and then you're gonna want to make the same exact player like 10 times, however many slots you have, make it that many times, and then save all of it onto the USB, and then collect all of that VC. All right, and then once you save it onto the USB and collect the VC, that's when you delete all the players from the from 2K. And then this is the part right here that you shouldn't be confused about, but this is like the confusing part a little bit. Maybe it might confuse you, it might not. All the files you have on a USB, you can see in this the thing he DM'd me right here. He did basically what he did was he made a folder. Let's say you made a slasher. Basically you name the folder slasher VC, and then you put those files into that folder. Or if you made like let's say you made a sharpshooter, name it sharpshooter VC, and then put all the files into that folder. And then after you do that, you're gonna want to delete all the files from the USB, and then delete all of those 2K My Player files from the 2K. And then after you delete it from all of that, and then that's when you can start making a whole new character. So let's say after you make all of those players, let's say you make all those 10 players exactly the same, then you're gonna want to make you can make like let's say you made a pure slasher, and then you did the VC glitch that way. You're gonna want to do that 10 times, and then save all of those files onto a USB, and then collect all of that VC. And then once you collect all of that VC, you're gonna want to delete it from the 2K, and then put those files into the slasher VC folder, and then delete it from the USB. So the only reason you're deleting it from the USB is so when you download it back, basically when you put it into the folder and then you re-download it back the next day, it can either overwrite the files or they're basically just brand new files. So I recommend just deleting it so it's like fresh new files the next day. But that's basically what he's talking about. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, I showed his DMs right there, and if you still don't understand, then just comment down below and ask me what I'm like talking about. I'll explain it better through text, but I'll show you guys how to actually like do the glitch right here and actually how to get the endorsements right now. Alright, so now I'm about to show you guys how to actually do the VC glitch, and literally I would say like 90% of the community already knows how, but still there's some people who don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna still show you guys just how to do it, but you do not have to make a pure athletic finisher. There's literally a billion builds you could actually make, but the build that I made was a pure athletic finisher. And for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna just show you guys this method right here. But like I said, you can make a pure slasher, name the folder slasher VC. You can make a glass cleaner, name it glass VC. There's a billion builds you can make, but for this build right here, I would name it finisher or athletic finisher VC, or just finisher VC. Doesn't matter, as long as you have the file name and you remember exactly what the file is, then it will work that way. But to make it simple, I'd probably name it athletic finisher VC or finisher VC, or even athletic VC, something like that. I don't know, but just make your player right here, then pick your team. I don't remember what team I actually picked, but once you pick your team, you're gonna want to play your first My Career game. Once you play that first My Career game and you get subbed in, you're gonna want to get subbed in, and then you're gonna want to call out your fans when you walk out to the locker room. And then once you get to the locker room, if you don't get the option to call out your fans, then you're gonna want to play your next My Career game until you get that option. You're gonna want to call out your fans, and once you do that, you're gonna want to get in the locker room, and then you're gonna want to simulate all the way to April 1st. And the only reason you simulate to April 1st, you can see that you got some endorsements right now, but the only reason you go to April 1st is because later in the glitch, you will not have enough fans to do something. I forgot what, I did it a while ago, before April 1st. I did end up stopping, and I didn't have enough fans for something. I forgot exactly what it was, but when you simulate to April 1st, you will have enough fans. Only if you call out your fans earlier in the video. So that's why you have to get subbed in, because you do have to call out your fans. You will end up getting more fans for some reason, so just keep that in mind. But once you simulate the April 1st, you're gonna want to do the national endorsement, and you're gonna want to sign with Foot Locker. All right, once you sign with Foot Locker and you get out the VC management place, that's when you're gonna want to play your next My Career game. You can see that the steps are on the screen right here. You're gonna want to play your next My Career game. And then the best way to do it is for all of them, you should at least try to get subbed in. And depending on what build you are, you will get subbed in basically every single time. But sometimes you won't get subbed in, but I prefer getting subbed in to make everything safe. But for this one right here, you're just going to want to play your next My Career game. I don't remember if I got subbed in or not, but if I didn't, you should want to get subbed in, because it makes everything so much easier. And I don't think I did get subbed in, honestly. I couldn't even tell because I fast forwarded everything, but I don't think I did, but it still ended up working. So all you have to do is get to the locker room, negotiate that Foot Locker contract for 2,500 VC, and then once you negotiate it for 2,500 VC, they're just gonna argue with you. Keep clicking counter offer, and they're gonna end up accepting it. Once you counter off of it and they end up accepting it, you're gonna want to go straight to the neighborhood. Once you go to the neighborhood, you're gonna get the same, basically a level, I think it's level 3 Foot Locker contract. You're gonna get the same contract, and then all you're gonna want to do is negotiate that one also. But it's a level 2 contract, but negotiate that one for 5,000 VC, which is the maximum amount of VC you can actually get with this contract. And then put the incentives all the way down, the brand bonus all the way down. Literally put everything else down, but put the VC all the way up. And like I always say, they're gonna argue with you, and just keep clicking counter offer, and they will end up accepting it. And then after that happens, all you're gonna want to do is play your next My Career game. And then basically from there, after you play that next My Career game, basically the glitch starts off just like that. Play that My Career game, you'll end up getting the endorsement, and it just goes on from there. But for this one, like I just said, you don't have to get subbed in, but to make everything easier, you should want to get subbed in. But if you don't get subbed in and you still get the endorsement, then I guess it works just like that. But if you don't end up getting the endorsement, then just play the next My Career game, and hopefully you get subbed in. And once you get subbed in, and then that's when you end up getting the endorsement. And it is different for every player you actually have. That's why I say sometimes you won't get subbed in, sometimes you won't. But as you can see, I did end up getting the Foot Locker billboard endorsement. That's what you're aiming for. So as soon as you get that Foot Locker billboard endorsement, before you even collect it, all right, you're going to want to save the file onto a USB, all right? And then like I said earlier in the video, after you save this file onto a USB, that's when you're going to want to collect it 3 times. And then after you collect the billboard endorsement 3 times, that's when you're going to want to delete that player, or you're going to want to make that player 9 other times, which equals 10 times, and then repeat the whole process. And then after you repeat the whole process, put it on the USB and all that, put it in that folder. That's when you delete all the my players from the 2K, and then delete all the my players from the USB, since it's already on the folder on the PC. And then basically from there, you just make a whole new player and repeat the process 10 times. And you can keep doing it over and over and over. And you have to wait 24 hours to collect it. I don't know if I mentioned that part, but a lot of you guys already know how to do the glitch. So you guys should already know you have to wait 24 hours to collect the VC from all the players. So yeah, that's why I said the first day is time consuming, because you do have to make multiple players. But the second day, the third day, the fourth day, you will get a lot of VC so fast, and you don't have to make players over and over again. But just keep in mind, this is a possibility you could get banned, but then again, there's a possibility you might not. Not everybody gets banned, but a decent amount of people do get banned, so there is a risk. Don't be sketchy with it. Don't abuse it. Honestly, I wouldn't do it like every single day. You could do it like every 3 days or something like that, but it does work. And I just wanted to let you guys know that a fan did send me this. His name is Creator Ant once again. And if you guys do have a Twitter, follow my Twitter in the bottom left right there. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys with this video. So if you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.